pinupuntahan mo para masulit mo nga naman talaga yung rivalry match kung tawagin.
Yeah. We thank you for watching the NCAA Season 101 on GTV and the Heart of Asia. Online everywhere, GMA Sports PH and NCAA Philippines. San Beda versus Letran. Second half is underway. Jimboy Estrada snipes from mid-range. So Jimboy now has 9.
Oo, ganyan-ganyan din yung ginawa ni Jimboy. Kanina nung umpisa ng laro. Pinakitaan agad itong San Beda ng kanyang specialty.
That's his first 2 points since the first quarter. Talking about Jimboy Estrada. Reyes inside. Celso, no. Gets it back. And for the San Beda Red Lions, big second quarter for them. We'll see if they will be able to maintain their level of play. Pocket jumper is off. Again, the boards belong to the San Beda Red Lions. John Pinero splashes in a 3.
Dito magkakaproblema itong Letran. Pag binigay nila ng ibinigay yung rebound dito sa San Beda, alam natin na isa sa mga strengths ng San Beda is itong rebounding. Na pag nakukuha nila yung number of rebounds na nire-require nila sa isang laro, maganda ang nagiging outcome. And in this case, nakakuha sila ng wide open Yuki short corner jumper na nag-lead dun sa corner open 3-pointer nito ni Jonty Miller.
And Letran turning the ball over. Not exactly the start they had in mind. Jimboy Estrada right here off the screen with a pull-up. And on the other side, Jonty Miller had time to take this 3. 52-48. It's an open look. Yukien ilalapit for a more open look. Jenny Reyes flashes home a 3, and he is in double figures with 12.
Yan yung experience decision making. Nakita niya sa ilalim itong si Celso na wide open, pero mas open si Reyes.
They're calling a block against Jimmy Reyes. But yeah, you're right. Libre si Yukien, ipinasok, may bantay, mas libre yung Jimmy Reyes.
I mean, alam din naman natin na pag nahulog ang tira ng San Beda na sa labas, maganda rin ang nangyayari para sa kanila. No? So kung papipiliin mo nga naman ng San Beda with a wide open drop pass or a wide open 3, alam naman siguro natin kung kanino sila pupunta.
Jonathan Manalili at the free throw line. 8 3-pointers already for the San Beda Red Lions. In the season, they're averaging 26% as a team. Manalili with 10 points.
Sorry, 26%.
Yeah, as a team, 26.
From 3.
From 3.
From the 3.
From 3 ball. Yeah. And that's actually one of the highest in the league. That's number 5 as Celso scores underneath. Miller was looking for a foul. Some color underneath the basket between Santos and Miller. Alejandro misses. Crowded by San Beda.
Yan yung tense na nararamdaman. Hindi lang ng mga players, kundi pati tayo.
Oh. Reyes misses. Jimboy has it. Estrada against Cordora. 2.5 gone by. Cordora steals it. And here he is. Nakabuelo. Yes. Now let's use this chance to go courtside with Chantal Laude. Chantal.
Martin and Prince coming from the halftime huddle of the Letran Knights. Coach Alan Ricardo said that he was happy with how the team was playing offensively with a 54% field goal percentage. Pero in his own words, sa depensa, supply mga Brad. Sabi pa nga niya, the San Beda Red Lions were capitalizing on the second chance points. That's why what he wants to see in the second half is disciplined defense. Ani ni Coach, hindi daw pwede na palitan lang sila ng puntos. The Knights have to dictate their tempo. Last reminder from Coach, he wants pressure on one-on-one defense and he wants the Knights to crash the boards and do more rebounds. Yan muna, balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Chantal. Well, so far, dito sa ating third quarter, hindi nakuha itong Letran team yung instructions si Coach Alan Ricardo. At least, they're unable to follow it with this play coming from the San Beda Red Lions. Oh, Jonty with a highlight! Wrap around in the left delay.
Prior to that play, Martin, Letran is trying to get into a Jonty Miller's head.
Yeah.
Doon sa inbound play pa lang na yun, may contact na and nakita natin na medyo nagkakaroon ng konting salitaan sa ilalim ng Pero back-to-back Jonty Miller baskets with a highlight wraparound layup.
Jonathan Manalili answers back with a banker on the other side. It feels like they've woken up the beast here. Talking about Letran and Jonty Miller. That's a foul on Chad Gamad.
Oh, and again, nung nakausap natin itong si Jonty Miller, sinabi niya rin sa atin na mas gusto niya yun. Mas gusto niya na china-challenge siya nung depensa, na tinatry nila na, oh, you're trying to get my head, di ba? That's what I like. That's what keeps me going and makes me want to push even more.
Balikan natin yan pagkatapos ng timeout. Magandang topic yan eh. Okay, timeout muna tayo. Balik sa ating laban. And Miller time came early here in San Beda versus Letran. Look at the stop and take by Jonty Miller and the highlight afterwards. Jonty on the move, wrapping it around and then laying it up and in with the left hand.
Oh,
Prince.
but again,
Yeah.
that's a highlight play. Pero hindi ako sure, Kasi meron ng bagong rule ngayon na on a hop step, dapat sabay maglaland, di ba? Oo, meron tayong rule change sa ganyan. But in that case, hindi natawagan ng referee. So baka that was a good move. Again, that's a highlight play. And props to Jonty Miller, for being aggressive dito sa start ng second half natin para iparamdam dito sa Letran na we mean business. This might be a no-bearing game, but this still is a rivalry match.
23 points now, 24 for Jonty Miller. Usually kasi, Prince, nonchalant ang demeanor nito ni Jonty Miller. Pero nakukuha niya yung numero niya. Pag ginising mo siya, ako.
I mean, kahit sinong dragon, pag ginising mo naman, in this case, Leon, in this case, pag ginising mo, talagang nag-iinit yan.
And Sandera forces a stop. Jenny Tule picks it up. Red Lions are ahead by 13. Letran will try to counter.
That was a beautiful pressure defense galing dito sa Letran. The moment na tumawid yung bola, ito kasing half-court line na yan, that's a trapping zone. Kasi additional defender yan eh. Hindi ka pwedeng lumagpas dyan dahil makakakuha ng turnover which is yung backcourt. So you have two guys defending you, pressuring you, and then hindi ka makaka-step ng mas malayo. So wala ka talagang space. Na-force nila ngayon yung turnover.
Jonathan Manalini taking matters into his own hands here in the third.
Oo, yan yung defense turns to offense kung tawagin. After getting those pressure defense turnover, forced turnover, makakuha sila ng wide open three-pointer para kay Piting.
Athletic layup misses for Gonzalez. No look pass. Santos straight to the cup. And the foul. So Manalini again is making things happen for Letran. Crossover drive and the glide off the window. And then nailing his first triple of the game right here for 16 points.
Okay, the play prior to that, yung kumanan siya with the finish. That's very unusual para sa akin. I mean, isa sa mga strengths ni Piting Manalili kung papanoorin mo or aalalahanin mo, lahat ng mga moves and highlights na naganap during the first half, lahat puro sa kaliwa. And in this case, pumunta siya ng kanan. And yung isang atake na, yung dalawang atake na ginawa niya papuntang kanan, isa doon nilayap niya, yung isa doon pinull up niya from the three, and isa pa ulit na ibigay niya ng magandang pasa. So paano mo didepensahan ngayon si Piting Manalili?
You can only try. 16 points and 7 assists for Manalini so far. That's That's Jun Roque poking the ball. And it stays with San Beda. They are ahead by 7. But Letran is coming alive here in the third quarter. Penny sends it out. 2 to shoot. He needs to take it. Oh, but there's a whistle. Wow! There's a foul. There was only a second left on San Beda's shot
But that
clock.
was a bailout. That was a bailout foul.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want that to happen. They only have 1 second left for that shot clock violation, and then you bail them out with a nonsense foul.
Yeah. Gonzalez hop off the glass and in.
Yes, and that's what I mean earlier when I was telling you about the hop, na dapat mag-land ka both on your feet at the same time. That was a beautiful move galing dito kay Nigel Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, his second field goal in the game. Or make that, yeah, only his first Manalili mid-range. Left it short. And here comes Nigel Gonzalez. Gonzalez with a rock. Stolen by Santos. Ahead for Roque. Watch out, below! Jun Roque with a breakaway jam. And a big play for Letran. Back to the coverage. Nigel Gonzalez with the hop and the hoop in this sequence. And then he lost the basketball, leaving Jun Roque.
Oo, pero ang ganda ng presence of mind nitong ni Kevin Santos doon, ano? Galing siya sa nakatalikod. Pero nung napansin niya na medyo nag-out of control itong si Nigel Gonzalez, he was already there to pick up the ball and, you know, to set up that fast break play para dito sa Letran. Siyempre, kailangan nila yung fast break play na yun. Again, medyo nahihirapan sila to get back dito sa game kasi yung San Beda nagkaroon ng run early in this third quarter. Ano? Napakaganda ng umpisa ng San Beda.
But what a game so far. Ang dami nating highlights dito sa laban na to. 67-60. Play is broken up. Gonzalez recovers. 12 to shoot. Kalimag. They send it out. Penny will be pressured. RC to the corner. Gonzalez for 3. Too strong. Manalili has it. He has Estacio to beat, and he gets stripped.
Tingnan mo yung timing dyan ni Estacio.
No, there's no trip.
Oo.
Off foot. Etong si Jonathan Manalili.
Saktong-sakto lang yung timing nito ni Estacio dun sa kanyang pagsundot na nawala sa balanse itong si Titing Manalili, ano?
So 7-point game still. Yukian brings it across. Ball pressure still applied by Letran. This is a playoff intensity we are enjoying in this game. Penny Estacio forces the issue and draws the foul on Jun Roque.
And you know, that's the perfect way to do it. Masyadong mabilis yung pace ever since pumasok sila Benny Estacio, ano? And to get to the line, that's how you slow things down.
Yeah.
And once you slow things down, you get to, like what happened now, si Yuki, ginadal niya kagad yung mga teammates niya, no? Para siyempre makapagpahinga and at the same time to relay yung mga instructions siguro na ibinigay sa kanila. And that's how you slow the game down. It's fast, pero controlled. Diyan papasok yung experience.
That's true. Again, San Beda won the championship a couple of seasons ago. Season 99 champions. Yung iba dito, nakasama pa dun sa championship na yun. Santos, Manalili, Roque now, puts it on the floor. Balik sa labas. Topside 3 is off. Omega. Offensive board, Santos, ibabalik sa labas.
Ayan yung role nito ni MDO, ano? Yung mga offensive rebound na gano'n. Imagine having Kevin Santos popping out after that screen, pero mayroon ka pang isa pa na nag-aantay sa loob.
Good finish from Kevin Santos, cutting the lead down to 6.
Ito yung lineup ng Letran kanina na nagkaroon ng run. Nung nagsabay si Omega at saka si Santos.
Oh, Bismarck Lina. Basket is good. And the foul.
Kailangan nilang ingatan itong si Kevin Santos. Again, maganda yung nilalaro ni Kevin Santos, pero yung fouls ang nagiging problema niya.
Isa sa mga asset niya itong lineup ni Coach Yuri Escueta. Sobrang steady yung mga point guard niya.
Oh.
As we see here, Brian Sahonia on your screens again. Missing the game today with ankle soreness. Kasi yung ibang team, pag ginamit na, dineploy na ni Coach Allen yung mahabang lineup ng Letran, ang daming nahihirapan as we also see Jomel Puno here sitting this one out with a back injury.
I mean, talk about the deepness nitong parehas na bench, itong San Beda and itong Letran. Kahit sino ipasok mo, kumbaga parang walang panapon. Lahat sila kayang mag-perform to the highest level na ine-expect ng parehas na coaches natin.
MDO getting the hoop on the other side. Bismarck. Lina. Kalimag. No. Eto na, si Manalili. Manalili. His dribble broken up. Hit ni Deo Cuajao sa ilalim.
That was a good recognition. Galing dito kay Titing Manalili. Maaga pa lang, hinihingi na ni Cuajao nung makita niya na mas maliit yung bumabantay sa kanya. Nag-decide siya na sa loob siya magstay. And in that case, nakakuha siya ng mismatch for that easy two-pointer.
Another miss from the outside for RC Kalimag. Manalili lobs it up. Ben Roque completes the alley-oop.
Again, babalikan natin. Ito yung 5 ng Letran na nag-run during the first half.
RC open look. Wala pa rin. Reyes will set the table. Jimmy. Pull-up. Jumper. No. Rebound by Roque. And Letran has a chance to tie or take the lead before we enter third.
And Letran's gonna decide to, slow things down and get a good offense instead of getting that 2-4-1.
Manalili straight to the cup. And we have our third deadlock of the game, 70 all.
But I guess that was the perfect decision. Galing dito kay Titing Manalili, Last shot para sa San Beda.
10-0 run for the Letran Knights. 2 seconds. You can! No! And that's all she wrote in the third quarter. Jonathan Manalili is doing it all for Letran. This time making the pass to Jun Roque for assist number 10 para kay Titing. A double-double for Manalili. 18 points, 4 rebounds, 10 assists. And the basket to tie it all up. 70 all. Letran with a massive run to even things up. Great finish ahead. Ito po sa rivalry game ng San Beda kontra Letran. Huwag kayong alis. We welcome you back to the coverage inside of Philoil Center in San Juan. San Beda versus Letran, round 2. And we have an NCAA legend in attendance. NCAA champ, finals MVP, Fran Yu.
Oo, isa pa sa mga OG na mga Letranista. Yung mga nag-solidify talaga ng pangalan nila dito sa Letran.
Of course, it's been a great game, by the way. Quarter scoring natin, Prince. Humabol ang Letran sa scoring sa third quarter. Nalagpasan pa ang San Beda.
Again, yan yung sinasabi kanina na yung momentum, hindi natin alam kung kanina pwede mapunta. Dahil parehas komponan natin, may malalim na bench and parehas capable of leveling up their games to the highest level when it comes to rivalry games ng ganito.
That's right. And the Red Lions are starting to miss from the outside. 2 out of 8 here in the second half. Manalili, 8-0 run to end the third for Letran. Let's see how they'll begin this quarter. Wow! Off to the right, Miller. Skies high for the rebound, but there was a whistle first.
Ito yung mga pwede mong makuha kapag may MDO ka sa loob. Diba? Meron kang MDO sa loob na nakikipaglaban doon sa rebound. Imagine mo nakuha na ng San Beda yung yung defensive rebound, pero nakakuha pa siya ng foul, giving back the possession sa kanila.
Yeah. When he was with Perpetual, he was one of the best. At least top 2 yan pagdating sa offensive rebounding natin sa liga. Sila ni John Avis noon. But stolen by the Red Lions. Not a good inbound for Letran. Miller caught fire in the start of the third. Jonty misses. Buensalida securing the rebound.
Oo, si Buensalida at saka si MDO, binabox out si Celso. Paano mo bibigyan ng chance na kumuha ng rebound yung San Beda? And you know, this is what Letran has been doing the entire third quarter, ano? Nililimit nila yung San Beda sa isang attempt lang.
And Letran is back in front, 72-70.
And babalikan natin, ano, ito yung makikita natin pati sa bench ng parehas na team kung gaano ka-involved yung mga nakaupo rin doon, ano. Even them, feeling yung energy ng nasa loob and yung celebration.
Eugen cashes home a three-pointer to give the lead back to the Red Lions.
Pamatay, sunog itong si Kapitan.
That was after a 10-0 run by Letran. Tama ka. And put out the fire for San Beda.
Oo, kailangan nila yon.
There's Manalili. Kaboom! A nonchalant 3 for Jonathan Manalili. 21 points for Titing. Feed inside. Puldora. Wala. Ito na si Manalili. Manalili. It sticks with Letran. How about this? The flip out. Roque, 2 dribbles off the glass. And then Jonathan Manalili. Ito muna yung 3 puntos ni Eugen Andrada, letting it fly. But Manalili deciding to shoot. He had some space. Why not?
Okay, balikan natin yung tira na yan, ano. Si Quahaw kanina pagpasok niya, nung napunta siya kay Ajanti Miller, hindi rin jumaling si Ajanti Miller. Siguro talagang sinasabi niya na nakikipag-mind games din siya, na hindi mo yan masushoot, itira mo na lang. Same thing, ginawa rin niya kay Manalili, pero parehas pumasok.
Parehas pumasok. Tama. Risk did not pay off for Miller. Montecillo left open. A little bit too strong. They get it back. Back to net. Wala pa rin. Rebounded by Reyes as we go over to our courtside reporter. Si Chantal Laude. Chantal.
Martin and Prince, in such an intense rivalry game, the team with the better defense is which team that could have a better chance in winning. Kanina nga before the second half started, ang reminders daw ni Coach Yuri Escueta is to deliver better defensive coverage and to adjust their defense against Letran Knights Titing Manalili. Before starting the second half, assistant coach Andre Santos echoed the sentiments of Coach Yuri, and he said that the last 4 points of their opponent is because na-underestimate daw nila at hindi nila nabigyan ng defensive strategy si Titing Manalili. Kaya naman ngayon, balikan na lang natin ang isa pang sinabi ni Coach Andre kanina na dapat daw magpadala and magpa-rightful si energy ng San Beda Red Lions to have a better chance in winning. Yan muna, balik sa inyo.
Thanks, Chantal. That's Deo Quahao knocking down a big three to extend the lead to 5. 78-73. At ngayon, we'll see. From the report, the instructions were for Titing Manalili. Now he's not on the floor. We'll see how San Beda will take advantage. It was John T. Miller who got the 2 points.
Oo, kasi siyempre itong si Santos, nakita ko inassign siya ni Coach Allen dito kay Yuki at sinabihan siya na huwag ka na humel. Kunin mo na lang si Yuki. And in that case, mababawasan ng help dun sa mga umaatake player ng San Beda. And nakakuha si John T. Miller ng isang drive to the basket. Yun yung impact nitong ni Cap Yuki, ano, na kahit na wala siyang ginagawa, nakatayo lang siya doon. Nakakahatak siya ng defender sa kanya, opening up his teammates.
That's right. John T. Miller with the athletic move.
Oo, nasa kaliwa na siya pero pakanan pala yung finish. Ganyan yung mga galawan ni Anton Rojas. Napapanood ko sa social media. Ganyan yung mga moves niya.
Naaawa ako sa mga kalaban niya sa mga liga. Kasi talagang katawan no?
Oo.
Binubuhat niya lahat.
Oo, ganun talaga.
Ayan. This is Salida knocking down the first. Pag pinanood niya po yung mga highlights ni Anton sa...
Nakita ko yung mga highlights ni Anton.
Diba? Wala, bubuhatin kayo nun. Pwede niyong yakapin. Pwede niyong sakyan.
Oo, pero nasa sa inyo na yun. Kasi rest assured, kayang-kaya po kayo niyan na dalhin dun sa taas.
Basket yun. 2 for 2 for Salida. 80-75. They're feeding Jonty now. Difficult shot. Lots of contact, but no whistle. Montesilio.
Pinababayaan na ng mga referee natin itong players na maglaro. I mean, this is a rivalry game, so might as well let them play like it's a rivalry game.
Time is going by really fast here in the fourth quarter. Almost halfway done.
Letran, lamang ng 5.
Jimmy Reyes. Lalabas kay Gonzalez. He will back up. Gonzalez sizing up Montesilio. Pinura si Montesilio. Wala. Rebound. 2 players. Montesilio and Celso on the floor. And we get a jump. Goes to Letran.
The smallest player inside the court and one of the tallest guys inside the court fighting for that loose ball rebound.
Okay. High School Dora checks back in for Jimmy Reyes. Now, with 4:59 to go, Prince, a chance for Letran to create some more separation. Pero dito rin mga susubukan ng San Beda yung karakter nila as a team and also as the #1 team right now in Group B. If they can get back from this hole.
And also, wala si Titing Manalili.
That's right.
Paano nila dapat ma-maximize itong time na wala si Titing? Kung habang wala si Titing, gumagawa ng mga magagandang plays itong Letran.
Yeah. Salida over to Quahao. Continuous play here in the fourth quarter. June Roque off the glass. It's off. John T. Miller has it. Miller. Celso to the cutting. Kuldora. Pineke. Sent back by Santos.
Parang nakita ko si Dikembe with a head shake and then the finger whack.
Look at this.
No, nadali niya kanina si Santos ng isang fake at nakuha na ng foul. Pero hindi niya na naulit ngayon. Learning from his previous mistake.
75-80 is the score. Gonzalez misfires again. Salida saves it. And Letran has Jonathan Manalili back on the court. Titing against Gonzalez. Oh, what a play! But they send it back out.
Oo, pinakakaba tayo ng Letran.
My goodness, Manalili! No.
Oh, that would have been 3 points to the heart
Yeah.
if that shot went in. Derecho.
Miller! Yes! Jonty with a big three!
Yung kanina kasi if lang daw. Pero yung kay Jonty, tinuluyan. Well, nangangailangan yung San Beda ng basket kasi it's been a minute and a half, I think, or more, na wala pang nakakashoot sa parehas na koponan.
Yeah. 2-point game. Roque gets the bounce. Roque now with 10 points. Good follow-up from his 15-point performance against EAC. And again, it's Jonty Miller taking over for the Red Lions here. 29 already in the game. And how about this move? The cross and the step back for Jonty Miller. And June Roque right here. Moving without the basketball, Prince.
Oo, and again, isa yan sa mga strengths nito ni June Roque. Ano? Hindi lang siya pang offensive rebound. Kasi yung mga sneaky cuts to the basket, mga backdoor cuts niya, nakakakuha siya dun eh. I mean, whenever nalilingat yung bantay niya, meron siyang movement. So, isa yan sa mga type ng players na mahirap bantayan. Kasi hindi ka talaga pwedeng basta-basta na mag-look away.
Yeah.
Kasi yun yung mga smarts ng mga players na hindi basta-basta natuturo. Kasi experience yan eh. Experience yung mga ganyang klaseng bagay na nakakuha si June Roque kanina ng alley-oop play mula kay Manalili and yung mga offensive rebounds niya.
Is he on the line?
I don't know. I mean,
That's incredibly close.
oo. Very thin line.
Oh, yun yung literal na, no?
Oo.
Di mo makita yung gap kung meron. Okay. The season high for Jonty Miller is 29 points. Dito niya ginawa. Is it gonna be reduced down to 28? Okay, sabi ni Toti Celeste, crew chief. Just a two-pointer.
Okay, so question.
Jonty
Nakita natin sinabi, in-announce ni Ref sa committee natin na 2 points lang, di ba? Pero tinanong niya si coach na parang, coach, 2 points lang po pala yung 3 points. Paano kung nag-disagree si coach? Mababago ba yun?
I think it's
O information na
information yan.
2 points na lang yan, ha?
Yeah. Confirming yun dun sa
confirming. Okay.
review. So sabi ni Miller, sige,
Okay
gawin
lang.
na nating 30.
Gawin na natin.
30 points today. A season high for Jonty Miller. 82-79 is the tally. Manalili against Reyes.
Ito na naman po ang play ng Letran na ini-involve yung bigs nila para makakuha ng open lane to the basket.
Just missed it. And here comes Jimmy Reyes.
Oo, ayan yung flex screens nitong Letran, ano?
Miller. Miller time. No. And there's a foul against Itule.
Ito yung epekto ulit. Babalikan ulit natin yung epekto ng MDO at Kevin Santos na sabay na nasa loob. Ang hirap kuhanan ng rebound kasi parehas sila nagtatrabaho makipagbanggaan dun sa mga big man just to secure that defensive rebound and not give San Beda the chance for another attempt.
That's right. Manalili has the basketball. And this is going to be an offensive foul. It's called on the screen. Yeah, against Mark Denver Omega. Second team foul against the Letran Knights. And again, only 5 fouls in total called here in the fourth quarter. Kaya mabilis yung quarter natin. That is
Oo.
Jimmy Reyes. Di ba?
Ang diin ng laro dito sa fourth quarter, pero kukunti yung foul. Makikita mo na hinahayaan ng mga referees natin na maramdaman nila yung pakiramdam ng rivalry match.
Jonty finishes at the rim. 32 points for Miller as we enter pressure cooker time. In this game between San Beda versus Letran, the final 2 minutes, 1-point game.
If there's one word, if there's one sentence na pwedeng, or one phrase na pwede nating makuha dito sa game na to, highlight farming.
Yeah.
Para kay Titing at kay Ajanti Miller.
Manalili misfires. Omega collects. Recycled shot clock for Letran. Manalili, 6 to shoot. Manalili, the crossover, and the lefty layup is good.
It's the Manalili-Miller show.
Yeah. What a duel here in the fourth quarter. Jonty's turn. Miller, nakapigan! Stolen by Letran. A crucial stop for the Knights. And Manalili, final minutes. 23 points for Titing with 11 assists. 5 to work with. Oh, there's a whistle against San Beda. Not what they ordered. How about this? A difficult drive by Jonty Miller. Looking for a whistle afterwards, and then Jonathan Manalili. Again, the change of direction against Jimmy Reyes on his way to the basket.
Oo, parehas sila shifty, parehas silang scorer, parehas silang slasher. Ang difference lang, mas nai-involve ni Titing yung mga teammates niya, kaya hindi mo alam kung dapat ba humelp ka o magsistay ka lang sa kanya. Kasi kung hindi ka he-help, ililayap niya. Ngayon kung humelp ka, yung teammates niya na na-open, sila naman ang susut.
Jonathan Manalili has taken over the game. 25 points, 11 assists for Letran's young star. Welcome back to the coverage, and Jonathan Manalili. It's been a takeover for Titing here in the fourth quarter, and in the final 2 minutes, 2 crucial baskets, Prince.
Oo, paano mo nga naman yan didepensahan? Meron siyang 11 assists. So, ibigay mo man sa kanya yung lane, pag humelp ka, papasa yan, nasusut ng teammates niya. Again, hindi lang siya yung gumagawa para sa Letran. Meron siyang 21 points, 14 points kay Kevin Santos, 10 points para kay Kuahao, and 9 points para kay Jimboy Estrada. Omega, 8 points pa. So, sino ang didepensahan mo maliban kay Titing Manalili? Pipili ka na lang talaga kung hahayaan mo siyang sumut o hahayaan mo siyang pumasa. But in this game, parehas shoot at pasa ginagawa niya.
Yeah. He has embraced the moment. 25, 4, and 11 today for Jonathan Titing Manalili.
This is gonna be a historic game. Ano? I mean, parehas na teams natin, makikita mo nga naman talaga na binibigay nila lahat ng makakaya nila. And in this case, nahulog yung mga tira ng Letran. And pinaganda talaga ni Titing Manalili itong laban. Ano? Same goes with, with Ajanti Miller, of course.
Pero mahaba pa to. 41 seconds left. 2-possession game. We'll see what Coach Yuri drew up. Trigger man is Nigel Gonzalez. Gonzalez quickly to Etule. Miller Miller, ooh, misses. And Letran secures it. Manalili brings it across. We have about an 8-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Manalili, they lost it. San Beda needs to go quickly. Miller, got it. They'll call for a review if it's a long 2 or a 3.
And I think they saw na umapak sa guhit.
9.3 seconds remaining. Back after this. Welcome back to the coverage. They're checking out if this is a 3 or a long 2 for John E. Miller. Sakto yung posisyon ni Coach Allen
Oo,
doon.
medyo natakpan yata doon sa angulo natin.
So from this angle, it's unclear. From this one, medyo mas malinaw. Looked like he stepped on the line.
Oo. Yan yung pangalawang stepping niya sa 3 points, ano?
That's right.
Is this gonna be a Kevin Durant moment?
Well, they called it a long 2. So it remains a 3-point game. Time remaining is 9.6 seconds left officially. Letran will burn a timeout. The rankings are set. Some of the matchups are also set here. But still, finalized na lahat. Pero itong dalawang teams natin, parang kailangan pa nila yung panalo.
Oo, parang knockout game eh.
Yeah.
Parang knockout game yung nangyayari dito sa game na to eh. I mean, kitang-kita mo naman kung paano sila naghanda para sa isa't isa again during that first meeting nila. Nanalo itong San Beda laban dito sa Letran. Pero in this game, San Beda was there for the early part of the game, but Letran answered right away. And so far, Letran came prepared.
Yeah. Letran will face Arellano, who has a twice-to-beat advantage in Group A. But if you're Arellano, you're checking this game out. This is going to be a scary team to face in the quarterfinals.
Yung kung ganitong klase ang ilalaro ng Letran, dun sa papasok na match nila against Arellano, eh dapat kabahan kung sino man yung makakalaban nila. No?
San Beda needs to foul quickly here though. And they foul Jonathan Manalili.
Oh, nakita niyang open si Kevin Santos sa ilalim, pero sinabihan niya ng sorry kasi pag pinasa niya yun, baka masundot pa. And mabigyan pa ng opportunity itong San Beda na magkaroon ng isa pang run. I mean, a Hail Mary three-pointer.
Manalili is a 66% free throw shooter. Today has gone 5 out of 6. First one. Career numbers for Titing. He misses the first. He needs the second one though to make it a 2-possession game.
Oo, and to somehow seal
Yeah.
the game kasi walang 4-pointer dito.
Pangalawa. No problem for Manalili. And
Okay.
San Beda will call for time. Babalik tayo. Welcome back to the coverage. Former Letran Knights Ray Nambatak and Fran Yu witnessing this performance from the whole team and individually from Jonathan Manalili.
Oh, I mean, kung meron kang game na gusto mo magpakita, nung dumating si Nambatak, doon ka pa nag-decide. Oo, I mean, balikan natin yung sinabi ko kanina during the beginning. Normally, ito si Titing Manalili, pag umi-score siya, nahihirapan itong Letran mag-run ng offense nila dahil hindi na-involve masyado yung mga teammates niya.
Yeah.
And normally, yung assist nitong ni Titing, pag lumalagpas siya ng more than 10 or yung up close to 15 points, nasa 5 assists lang siya.
Yeah.
But in this case, he now has 11 assists and then 25 points. So yung extra 6 na assist niya ngayon na naibigay niya sa teammate niya, enough na yun
Yeah.
para maiangat yung energy ng Letran para makuha itong panalo na to.
And that's all she wrote. Letran with a stop. And the Knights complete the win against their rivals, the San Beda Red Lions. The final score is 87-83. And a confidence-boosting win for the Letran Knights heading into the quarterfinals. Jonathan Manalili tying his season high with 26 points and coming down with 11 assists as well.
Ito yung energy na yung boost na kailangan nila papasok para dito sa twice to beat game nila against Arellano. After a game like this,
Yeah.
imagine the momentum and then the confidence that the player has, especially yung mindset nila na if yung San Beda kayang-kaya natin talunin ng ganong klase ng laro and at the same time na ganon yung nilalaro nila, sino pa ba ang pwedeng tumapat sa atin na hindi natin kayang tapatan?
What a battle between those two, Miller and Manalili. Jonty finishes with 34 points. My goodness. Final score, 87-83. Letran will sing their school hymn first.